Hey y'all, welcome to CPWMedia Presents Match My Energy. This is a series where we talk about dating, relationships, networking, ghosting, red flags, and all the situations that make you say, child, please, what? And tonight's story comes from Conversations with O, where people send in anonymous confessions, relationship drama, situationships, and real life stories for us to unpack together. But before we get into tonight's story, today's episode is sponsored by the Stainbuster. With over 800 five-star reviews on Google, they are the real deal. TheStainbuster.com, and you can also reach them at 484-983-4280. And don't forget to use code CPW and tell them Odessa sent you. Now let's get into it. It all started about 6 years ago during COVID. I reconnected with a man I used to work with over 20 years earlier. We matched on a dating app, and honestly, it felt familiar immediately, comfortable, peaceful, nostalgic. The first day we met up, we stood outside talking for an hour, where we were reminiscing about the old job, life, family, our parents, just catching up on everything that happened over the years. I remember him telling me that sometimes he would drive past my parents' house and wondered if my family still lived there. That stuck with me. At one point, I asked him why was he on a dating app, and he told me he had been divorced for some time. I was single too, so naturally, we kept talking. And when I say talking, I mean talking. Sometimes we were on the phone for 9, 10, even 12 hours a day, and it didn't even feel forced. It was easy, peaceful. Like time disappeared when we talked. Sometimes we were on the phone for 9, 10, and 12 hours a day, and it didn't even feel forced. He worked remotely during COVID, and I at that time was doing my own thing. So we both had flexible schedules, you know? I remember one conversation lasting almost 12 hours straight. That's how connected it felt. He was actually my boss back in the day, but it was never anything serious. We worked together. There was little harmless flirtation, but I don't deal with married men, so nothing ever happened. That's how connected it felt. Then one day he asked me about my previous relationship. I asked, and then he asked me if I still was in love with my ex, if I still love my ex. And I told him the truth. I said, yeah, I probably still love him, but I don't want to be with him. Looking back now, years later, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. But because somebody told me if they were still in love with their ex, I'd probably be looking sideways too. Even though I genuinely did not want my ex back, I can understand now how hearing that could have changed somebody's emotion. It can really change you emotionally, you know? Not long after that, his brother passed away unexpectedly. I think it only happened a couple days after his birthday. And honestly, after that, everything shifted. His energy changed. Listen, the energy doesn't lie. You'll feel it immediately if you're paying attention. Communication slowed down. Days would go by without hearing from him. And I kept trying to give him grace because everybody grieves differently. Some people want to talk. Some people shut down completely. So I tried not to pressure him. Then one day he came over to my place and we ended up being intimate. And honestly, I usually don't move that fast physically. I really don't. But I genuinely liked him. I saw potential. He was family oriented, successful, calm, mature. And I honestly thought maybe this could become something serious. I even thought to myself that I wouldn't mind relocating to where he was at because he no longer lived in the state where we worked. And I also had family there too. So it was like a win-win. But after we slept together, things felt different. The communication got more distant. Then eventually, nothing. No calls, no consistency, just straight up silence. Damn, that's crazy. Especially how they was vibing. I remember finally calling him one day just to casually say hi, and his energy felt completely off. There we go with that energy once again. I'm telling you, you can't deny the energy, man. I'm not about to beg someone to be in my life, so I stopped reaching out. Then Thanksgiving came. He texted me. I ignored it. Christmas came. He texted me again. I ignored that too. And honestly, to this day, a part of me still wonders what really happened. Maybe grief changed him. Maybe my honesty scared him away. Or maybe he only wanted one thing from the beginning. And that's the part that shocked me the most, because I truly never expected that from him. Got a crazy dating story, ghosting, friendship, or networking story? Shoot me a DM or email me, because your story just might end up on Match My Energy. If y'all are enjoying the content and want to support the show, support is always appreciated. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, I'm thankful. Our Cash App is $CPWMedia. And I'll see you at the microphone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Child Please What. On all socials, Child Please What. And on Instagram, we are child.please.what. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you soon with episode 2.